Hello, everyone. Welcome to Roar and Resonance on another episode. How are you all doing right now? Welcome to the space. We're just cleansing the space and opening a sacred circle. I actually had the intention of doing an Instagram live, but apparently you're supposed to have like a certain number of followers to be able to do a live. And well, I figure I just have to use a different way then of getting through. And I wanted to try something out a little differently today. I've been on a roll of just wanting to share, want messages to come through. And it's been interesting to see that because right now I'm just gonna trust the flow and see where it takes us. So today my intention is to be able to do a kind of like a September reading of more based on, using me as a mirror for your experience. So I am going to talk in a perspective of maybe like there's people who are maybe going on similar paths that I am or experiencing, or however, wherever you land within the videos or however this arrives for you, is just trusting that we're all mirrors of one another and that you are a sovereign being, and I encourage you to use your own intuition and your discernment to determine whether or not where this might even flow within your current reality. And what I'm going to talk a little bit about, and even going through this experience right now with you all, is to demonstrate, or through my own embodied experience, is to show this processing as if emotions wants to come through, if thoughts wants to come through, it's just allowing it to all be here. And as we're transitioning, so as I'm recording this, as we're transitioning from last month's energy into this month's energy, my cards for last month for a reflection was the 5 of Swords and the Stingray. And what I'm feeling right now, or like coming through in terms of energy, is the saying goodbye to winning at any cost, whatever it might look like. Winning in regardless of who or what is in the way. And and now welcoming it in a way of moving wiser is what I'm getting at. It's like moving in a way where I'm not cutting down like every person as a competition anymore, or viewing life like it's a you versus like a me versus other people. It's actually allowing myself to move with like, I'm really just moving with myself. There's really is no other person. If you were talking about as if this is like an RPG game, right? It's like you're the main character of your life, and everyone else is in an aspect, an NPC or a reflection for you to experience and understand and find yourself and discover who you are in this current reality. So as we continue to kind of tune in here, just taking a deep breath and just allowing yourself to connect into the grid, removing any layers of mask, any personas, allowing it to just fall away. And if there's a certain resistance, like something wants to continue to hold on, that's totally fine. And so allowing that to shed away when it needs to shed. Maybe it requires a little bit of a just like a gentle touch. And we're all here for it. We are here to witness that full expression of ourselves. And maybe you want to put a hand on your body anywhere, wherever it might feel like. For me right now, it feels like in my higher heart and my solar plexus around my stomach area. It just feels like it needs a little bit of energetic encouragement. So just send an intention to those places. Breathe it into these spots here. And we're doing some alchemy right now, with navigating through timelessness to bring energy and moving through energy. So it's expanding, it's integrating, it's embodying. We're doing all of that right now. I can feel myself moving through. There's like a metaphorical and figurative and that. Okay, there's some energies just wanting to just make their appearance and I'm letting it go through. I am here. You are here. You're seen. You're a witness. You deserve, all parts of you deserve to be here. No one part is less deserving than another. You all deserve to be here. I got you. I got you. Witnessing you, holding you. There we go. And what I feel like a big invitation for all of us at this time is to recognize that we have all of these different tools and modalities, and all of them have a certain flavor. They add a certain spice to the experience, right? And there's an invitation right now to invite all of the external focus to bring it just internally, and to trust that all these tools that you learned, acquired, honed through your lifetime is allowing these tools to now fully alchemize, like that you are no different from it, and it is no different from you. That you yourself is an instrument of healing. You yourself is the pillar of light. You and all of that's happening right now, new earth, new human, like it's all already happening. And that's coming into the earthly or physical reality in all perfect timing. But it's already here. And can we truly feel into the presence of this limitlessness, this abundance that is evidently here? Your dreams, your longing, everything you can possibly ever imagine or dream of, it's like it's currently present. Now can we ground into that energy? And it's through grounding through this energy and moving from this place, right? This all time happening at once, that it's gonna come into the physical reality. And all of this is gonna spin itself into a physical reality. There we go. Now, one of the questions that was coming up for me today, right before sitting down, is why am I doing what I'm doing? And other people have also asked me, like, why do I feel like I need to speak up or do what I'm doing right now, sharing and being open as I am, being open and being honest in the messiness of what it means to discover oneself. And as I sat on that question, I thought of, I'm doing this for the little me. I'm doing this for the 17-year-old me, the 5-year-old me, the college year 21, 22-year-old me who's just trying to figure out life. And if I could, where I'm sitting right now, share what I'm going through and share my own experience as a reflection or as a mirror for everybody who's watching, be it these rare aspects of myself or my future children, if they ever decide to go back into an archive of recording. I'm thinking that that's part of my vision, right? My medicine here too is to bridge and connect various time points across the quantum field, bridging and weaving this light to whoever may come across it, at whatever point you can come across this share. Is to know and think it right now. It's like speaking to you and to let you know that you're not alone, that you are deserving, that I am speaking up, and that you're speaking up in your own way or showing up in your own way, and it's showing up for the versions of us that didn't have the parent or the role model, or even ourselves, where pieces of myself where I've abandoned myself, where it was all about the external world. And now this is the opportunity that as I'm speaking out and sharing my experiences, however it might look like, and it is bridging and weaving in that healing to all the versions of myself. And it's consider like the internet big sister, or that friend in the cloud. I want to live my life in a way where my practices are embodied into my words, my actions, and I'm continuously growing and living in this reality, in this whatever time I have. Let it be heard. Not living small anymore. And I guess this is my way of doing it. So I want to let's introduce the cards that I have for reflection. I have the Sun card. So if you haven't, these cards came up I did a year, I like to do the year ahead tarot reading with the It's Given Mystical group by Kirsten. So feel free to check her profile out. I found that doing the year ahead is just one of my ways of modality to help ground each, my own reflections and energy for the month. So for this month, the energy that I have myself is the Sun card, and anybody who vibrates these energies, and oh my goodness, I'm hearing all the squirrels and the birds. They're going crazy. I think there's some birds on the roof. And the Turtle card. And what I feel with these two cards as I'm looking at them is just that I'm feeling very grounded, and what I'm hearing is just keep swimming, or like that crush, that turtle within Finding Nemo, where it's just like this very grounded, independent movement that it just knows where it needs to go. There's this ancient energy of you already know it within your bones, the instinct and the that flow. And what I'm getting is like that slipstream or that riptide, where like when Crush and the little baby turtle and marlin, they're in that slipstream, and it's being to this ancient movement that's going through us, is trusting that this ancient movement is guiding us, and trusting in the energy. Can we trust a little bit more? And it feels very light, it feels very joyful, it feels very fun. And what I feel like for this month of September is this energy of like going with the flow, Like there doesn't negate the fact that there's gonna be a lot of noises around us, but it's like, can I trust when I can't see the road in front of me? Can I trust the movement within me? And then when I can't see what's in front of me, can I trust the vision that I maybe crafted over the years, or maybe the vision or the voices that are coming through to shape in a way that, like, it can we touch in the intangible a little bit more, a little breath more. Yeah. And then there is no rush. Like I'm gonna get there's feeling like I'm gonna get to where I need to get to. All I need to is just hold true to the vision, allowing myself and trusting myself. Let's see what other energies. I have a whole bunch of cards here right now with us just to see what other energies. Ooh, excuse me. You're in here. Apologies. Let's see what other energy wants to come. I have the wild feminine energy, and probably just slipped out here for a moment of just fierce love. I noticed that in my recent recordings, a lot of it's about like this holding true to the vision, having, and then just energies around loving myself so fiercely. So right now, even like doing all these recordings and just sharing however might that look like is like I'm just advocating for the little me. Just letting my little self know that I am deserving. We're all worthy and that we're not alone. Ooh, okay, let's do that card. Alright, so we had Ocean with Harmony. The river that flows and connects us all. But now what I'm hearing is like with the in shamanism when they say it. So a few common themes coming up just to summarize, bringing in a little bit of masculine structure here, is the idea there's timelessness. So there's some energies around where we sometimes feel like it's too late, we're too old, or we don't have enough energy anymore. And what's coming through really loudly is the fact that you are arriving at perfect timing, that there is no like set destination point except the one that we just create for ourselves. You are arriving in perfect time. It is not too late. And for one extra breath, can you just believe in yourself a little bit more? Now we're all connected. So there's timelessness. There's about some quantum energy. The boundless liminal space that we're currently in right now. This very nutrient dense, energetically it's nutrient dense. So it's just filled with like this potent energy, very fertile grounds for creation, for manifestation, for healing, for anything and any possibility. Let's see what others go to. Now we're all interconnected, and what so I was saying before with in shamanism, I'm ramping up for a shaman school later this month. It's recognizing that there's a river that is flowing. It doesn't matter where you're at, but there's this river, this web, like the mushroom, right? Web, that interconnected web. It's just something happening right now in the forest behind where I'm living. Energy of September. Oh. I have cannabis with detachment. Okay, so this is nice, interesting. So I know we're also coming up on eclipse season. or at least like I'm already feeling it, but I know like this Saturday on September 7th there is an eclipse happening. I also know there's something around like a lot of like Saturn's going into retrograde at the 29th degree in Pisces for the last time. There's also like Neptune is going retrograde, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think Uranus is also going retrograde soon. Like if there's this level of or an invitation to explore things that come up, the noises that show up in our life with a level of detachment, like a level of as a quiet, non-judgmental observer. You just take another step away. And it's not to say like it's a type of compassionate detachment. It's not like cold, like, block away. No, it's not like that. It's I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna observe what's coming up. I'm gonna observe this experience, and I'm gonna observe the feelings that are coming up without any judgment, with pure compassion. There's some final, and I think it's interesting with this cannabis card, number 31 and detachment. 31 is 6 is harmonious. We got ocean and harmony here. And then with the cannabis, the detachment, there's the Saturn and Neptune energy on this card. And Saturn going into the 29th degree in Pisces, there's like wherever Pisces lands within your chart, within your constellation map, it's showing that there's some final lessons that are going to come through, are making just themselves known for once more. So like for me, Pisces falls in the 9th house of higher education, travel, and just certain belief systems that are just making their way around again. And I've been having a lot of reflections through the family dynamics, communication and expression about self-worth. And then I'm also feeling a pull. There's a pull to travel. So that's going to be a beautiful thing. See any other one more card. Do one more card here. And we have 10 with I should probably show here. Before I didn't show it, this is cannabis. Use your own intuition and see what other messages are coming through for you. This is mugwort. That reminds me of Harry Potter. 10, which is also the number of completion, psychic healing, and like when we were talking about ancient energy before, so I was something like with the turtle energy here. There's just some ancient wisdom that's coming through, and this energy is very much giving me like that grandmother, just ancestral wisdom and gifts that are coming through. And we have an owl here, and I was just saying about Harry Potter. Well, I love like little headwood with the white owl. So and then I know with the Hecate, just some beautiful alchemy, healing energy that's coming through. And maybe you feel a call to jump into some energetic healing, alchemy, some tea. Have some tea too. And with Pisces energy, so with Saturn going into Pisces in the 29th degree, Pisces is energy of duality. And Pisces is like it's the last sign in the zodiac sign, so it kind of takes in all the pieces of all the previous sign. And with Pisces in this 29th degree, Pisces kind of a level of aloofness and a detachment that it's like, I'd rather be in the dream world than in the physical world. So that in itself can have its own level of shadows. Right? So with this invitation, it's related is that there's a level of, we've been traveling in the ether and doing a lot of healing in the quantum realm and the ethereal realm. And now it's like, let's with the turtle energy here, this combination of earth and water. It's like, okay, let's bring it into the body. let's embody this, let's integrate it, let's carry it through the system. And, let's apply what we're learning. And that could be just journaling. That could be communicating like what I'm doing right here. It's sharing that. If it feels like it resonates with you, to share that. Because I can guarantee you that I think someone out there is going to appreciate it or hear it, or it's going to resonate with what you have to share. Salvation. So we got green Tara here with the number 18 and 9. So 9 for me is like that last number right before the completion of the cycle. Is that I'm gonna make my way around. I'm almost there. I was like in between states like this. I'm almost there, but I'm not fully there just yet. With a smiling face here, green Tara with salvation. So feel a lot, maybe a heart, definitely a lot of like heart energy. Healing of the heart. We are I allow myself to be seen. I allow myself to be heard. I allow myself to believe that I am worthy of myself, of believing in myself enough that I will leap for myself. I can trust myself. I feel very grounded with this energy, like green Tara coming in here, and I feel like this grounding is happening through the heart space. So it's like grounding all of this energy, all of this wisdom into the heart structure. I feel very grounded right now. And like bringing it through the heart, letting it filter itself throughout all the other chakras, all the other portal points within our body, and then letting it expand. I feel it. It's like, and it's an energy that's weaving its way through. It's gonna probably weave its way through the entire month of September, and it's gonna expand into the other portal points within our body. And it feels very loving. And I have Lilith here. Oh gosh, I love Lilith. Look at that energy right there. Beautiful. It's with number 3. Power of 3. Heart. Soul. Body. We're the perfect trinity of 3. Lilith with independence. That snake energy here is like, you got this. We got this. There's a ferociousness when we believe in ourselves so damn. It's a damn delicious feeling when we believe in ourselves so wholeheartedly that we can trust our gut instinct. And one of the another healing that's coming through here is in all the ways that I dismiss my gut feeling or my own energy and listen to all the noise outside of me instead of myself. It's like, all right, now let's wrap it all up. I am now going to trust in myself a little bit more. I'm going to trust in my voice. I'm going to trust in my intuition. It feels very good. I'm feeling a lot of energy moving its way through right now, especially around the solar plexus, around your stomach area. I feel like there was a lot of cleansing, so there's a lot of shedding away. It's given me the animal spirit of like the vulture energy, where there's some final picking, churning, right? It's alchemizing these old ways of being, weaving it into the higher ethereal realm, bringing it back down through the channel, and then anchoring it into the earth. There we go. I can feel the energy moving right now. We'll just take a deep breath. There we go. When speaking of alchemy, let's do bring some alchemy cards here. We want to know for our month. This is our month. Ash. 30, 33. 33, 3 and 3, 6. Like, I feel cremation. If there's a ritual that feels aligned to you in terms of, I'm not paying homage to these old stories, old narratives. Who just wants to... all I get is like these little, kind of like little kids who just want to be helpful, wanting to know, like the trees are just moving in there. I don't know if you can hear it. Winds are moving with us right now. But it's like this, like little kids who's like, I want to be helpful. I want to know that I was helpful. I want to know that I did something. I want to know that whatever happened served something, or it has its value. And instead of little kids, it's like these experiences, right? Ourselves or aspects of ourselves or our old stories just wants to know that they serve a purpose. Whatever that purpose might look like or however it's shaped to be, but it just wants to know, honored, witnessed, seen, heard. Yeah. Those ashes, like an honoring of even like the act of spreading the ashes, how just letting it flow out, express outward through art, through communication, through sharing, whatever it might be, or even just sitting in nature and just allowing that energy to flow and spreading that out. Let's see. It's funny, I have this animal credits like solo pile over there, and it's like not yet. Let's see what others. For the month of September, I love this. Feels really nice right now. This feels really good. Henbane. Here we go. Henbane with the number 31. I love this particular these decks that we're gonna go into next. You are a witch. Embrace your shadow, for it holds the key to your life. And it kind of reminds me of like a Hecate too. I'm talking about witch and alchemy. There's this weaving that's happening. There's an energetic weaving that is happening. And 3 and 1, 4, foundation. Even in this moment right now, even just sitting here and doing this recording here, like this is serving something. Like this is happening for a reason. It is fortifying, strengthening, nourishing, and I just feel like this wanting to like put my hand through the ground and it's like really squeeze the dirt and like really feel that how tangible this moment is that all of this that's happening up here, whether you've been up here, whether you've been down there, it's all coming together in a very tangible way. It's like, now let's move it all into the body and just letting this energy real integration is very important. Breathe in, doing breath work. Weave in. Energetic weave in. There we go. You, to me, to all of us, we are all one. This reminds me like the skin shedding right here. It's like the skin is coming off. It's this beautiful ethereal cloak that's coming off. And then there's a snake right there too. There's a lot of magic, potent magic. 40, another 40, another 4, another foundation here is called the Collective of the Southwest. I like these bundles of mess, like and look at the interconnectedness. All the hairs like tie into one another. The past, the present, the future, like they are essentially all happening all at once. So what we think, or that illusion that there is, they're separate, or they're like almost like singular, one directional. It's not. It's all like happening. The 2D realm would say that or 3D realm would say that it's just one direction, or that it's 1 + 1 = 2 kind of thing, but it's not like that. It's not as simple. It can be as simple as that, or and another opening up the field a little bit more is that it's all happening at once, and it comes back to the limitlessness, the unlimited, and that in itself can be a little bit unsettling, a little bit hard to that could be unsettling, could be hard to grasp, like when you have too many choices and you just don't know where to begin or what to choose. It's allowing these moments. I saw part of foundation, right? Part of your pillar of support is to figure out a ritual or a practice that supports your own integration. And it could be just sitting here, pulling cards and then journaling. And it's like a little hamster wheel, and like the yellow canaries. Beautiful interconnected energy. Let's see what other cards want. It's gonna be, and then what I do with these cards too is I'm gonna put them on my altar, and I keep that altar is like in my family room. I'm just gonna keep at it so I can see what other reflection might come up. It's part of my own ritual. Focus your energy on what matters. Elf energy, and number 8 here is balance and energy. This manifestation is quick energy too. I think it may at some part feel like it's slow and but it's actually moving rather quickly. So try to focus your energy on what really supports you. So this could be your vision. This could be your could be as simple as just what feels right in the moment. Probably one of my longest self-recording, and Blue Moon, you are ready, make your masterpiece. So whatever you've been dreaming, whatever it may like that idea that you have churning that you didn't know how or where to start, or maybe that place you wanted to move to, or like that share or conversation. So one of the other things that's been coming through for me is that I have all these different thoughts that have been coming through, and a part of my hesitation sometimes when I just sit down and just click on record is whether or not I am saying things in an accurate manner or a correct manner, right and wrong manner, or whether or not this message will come through. Because sometimes the messages for myself and my reflections, they're coming through in bits and pieces, and then I kind of sit with it a little bit more, then more will come through, and then even times to it could change from moment to moment. Reflection or realization until it formalizes into like a new template of being. So I mean, even right now too, there may be acts or gifts or art that you just want to create and want to do. It could just be like you want to style your house a little differently, or you want to style your clothes a little differently. You may even want to do your hair a little differently, or you may want to just generate art and just share. But there's something that just wants to come through, and it's allowing that to come through. Like even today, I wasn't exactly planning to do. I usually do my own monthly reading, like the cards pull for my pieces in quiet and silence. And then all of a sudden, I'm just like, I kind of want to do a live. All right, Instagram won't let me do a live. I'll go do but I want to share. I want to speak. So I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of mini recordings and then amalgamate it or alchemize it together a little later. Allowing those moments to come. You're gifted with these moments of inspirations and moment of reflection. So, with one life, with this life being the way it is, with you being a divine being, with I'm being a divine being, I'm trusting the divine that's flowing through you, you're trusting the divine that's flowing through me. We use a level of discernment to weave through the noises, and if it ends up not like, all of a sudden you do it and you realize that it's not the way you want it, or how it doesn't feel like that damn delicious feeling, then just do it a little differently next time. And being brave to make mistakes, or not even mistakes, or it's just being brave to make a choice, and then make another choice, and then make another choice, and then see where it goes. But as long as you have your vision to guide you, yeah. Okay, so the animal cards are my one of my favorite. I love working with animals. Okay, alright, back. The seed. There's a seed. See, we were just talking about this. There's an inspiration. There's a seed. Oh, brimming with potential. That once through. There's a seed. So just take your time too. There is something that is like little steps. You just with praying mantis. I have so many bugs on this porch. There's a praying mantis right now that's just chilling on the screen door. This is okay. So as this idea wants to come through, right? It's nurturing that idea with, it doesn't have to be doing something so drastic. It's just little things a day. Let's say you want to redefine your entire wardrobe, right? It's just let's say redefining the whole wardrobe, and in front of you are given 2 or 3 choices here. It's like, all right, there's 3 different sweaters. I'm gonna just pick the one and then try a different combination. Now pick the pants, and then the next one, socks. And then if this combination doesn't, you're like, it doesn't fully feel it like resonates, then pick a different sweater, pick a different sock. And it doesn't have to be big, huge, monumental changes. In essence, is to say that every single choice that you make, they build upon another. And and the part of creating art, and what is so beautiful about creating art, and Pablo Picasso says is that art is first and foremost an act of destruction. So like as a blank canvas, it's beautifully blank, and then as you put paint across that canvas, it destroys, right, that blank canvas, but it creates something at the same time. So maybe part of this whole creation process, so part of art making, is that maybe you and your fashion is the art, right? And maybe today you choose a series of outfits. You're like, this feels good, but tomorrow you're like, oh, okay, no. Then you break it all apart and you redo it, and we can make it fun. We can make it like a kid in a sandbox where you're building up a castle, smush it all away, and then rebuild something else. And through all of these churning of build and destroy it, and just having fun with these moments. You're just learning more and more bits about yourself. And doesn't that sound pretty fun if you can start treating life like a game, an RPG game? The pilgrim. Sometimes we are called to places, to things, and all we really can do is just take a moment to see, like, all right, is it from a shadow aspect? Is it from a light aspect? Does it fully enliven me and lights me up? And then from there, choose to follow it. But it's like with pilgrim, to what I'm hearing is like sometimes it takes courage to leap. It takes courage to make a choice that scares the hell out of us. But that scare or that fear, can we take a look at that, where it might come from? We just have a conversation with it. And then from having a conversation with it, we take it, it doesn't have to be like rip the whole bandage off. It could just be as gentle. And then as we have the conversation with our fears, is we're recognizing where it might come from, can we soothe where it might recognize, like through that healing, reparenting ourselves, and then we take the courage, then we make the choice. And we make another choice. And this pilgrim card is having the heart, the vision, the belief that we can overcome any obstacle, right? Any perceived obstacle. To us, that's like one giant mountain, but to a let's say a being that's like looking from like a bird's eye view, this is just a tiny point. It could be like an anthill for somebody, or even looking at an anthill. For an ant, that looks like a giant mountain. For us, it's just like a little dirt piece of pure mental dirt. It's all lies within our perspective. And on the bottom of the deck, just to be here, the gem. There's a gem within the nest. Alright, now this is probably me. Now we're into the animal cards. One to come through for the reflection of September. 2 and 3. So 3 animal cards for today. Stacking all my decks into like one giant pile that I'm gonna end up having to sort through later. You ready? Maybe you'll see first. Boom! First one. Oh, I love this. Look at this beautiful scarab beetle. Spirit magic works through you with 52, 7. Very ethereal number, very spiritual number here. And I can mention a little bit just like a while ago about like a little pure mental. That's definitely not a word. I think like a mountain, right? These are ancient energy. Another ancient card along with our turtle. Just a lot of ancient energy. Maybe old things are going through, alchemizing, churning, actively working. Shambhala. There's ancient wisdom here. Ancient technology, gifts, tools, tips. Coming through. Magic. Magic works through you. You are the magic. You are the magic. When we think something is so impossible, we can maybe adjust it a little bit. Stay hydrated. I have some, I think this is chrysanthemum tea. Cat spirit. Another, I am claim your independence, and what I love. We love synchronicity and little glimmers and nudges. Look at that. This lion, cat-like mane that our goddess, beautiful goddess Lilith has here, all about independence. And then we have this cat spirit that's coming through, very Sekhmet energy, Bastet energy, Egyptian energy we're talking about here. We got some Nubian energy coming through too. About claiming your independence. And then 3 and 1, 4. So we got a lot of energies around 4, 8, maybe 6. 4, 8, 6, 3. Claim your independence. So I got some Sekhmet energy, and Sekhmet is fine energy, which is very much Lilith energy here too. And then we have the scarab beetle, very Egyptian energy, Atlantean energy. So if you find yourself wanting to connect more, I like listening to we label it as like a certain energy or a certain flavor, so just feel into it and just feel. I'm using these labels just to like put like markers, but it's really just like, can we just tune into what that energy, just what feels into the flavor of it, right? And the flavor that I am getting with these energies is that there's something very feels very regal, like feels very like I want to puff out my chest, I want to, my back straightens up a little bit more, and I feel very connected to the form, and I feel the formlessness all around me, like an ocean that wraps around me, and then I'm feeling like this energy that just like filters this way through the body, and it's coming down the channel right now, and it feels very, very, very fertile. There is no denial. There is no denial. The spring within, the denial. Maybe there's an energy around, is there a denial? Are we denying our own power? Alright, I'm just realizing something. Have we been denying our own greatness? Perhaps we have been denying our own power and greatness, or maybe have our dreams been too fearful, or been too scared to fully claim the fullness of our power. I definitely have. Well, definitely a reflection point right there is, just yesterday as I'm driving, I had this idea and this dream and this vision. And there was like this excitement that started to flow. So before it would have been like anxiety, but now it's like excitement. And this energy that's like a live wire. That's like poof, a lightning rod that's coming through right now that wants to bring it forth. And it's just like, all right. First, there's some other energy that's like, all right, we gotta unload to reload. I don't know how that works, but so we have to unload to reload with other things. So there's things that we once served us, now it's going away, so we can bring in more into the system. And I think there's some of us who are listening here, or whoever might be listening. I think the big question for reflection of you is, are you afraid of your own power? Are you afraid of your voice? Are you afraid of your own dreams? Maybe your dream, and if your dream's not scaring you, maybe you need to dream a little bigger. Maybe you need to allow yourself to dream a little bigger, to speak a little louder, to own your space a little bit more. Where have you been playing small? Because honey, this is not the time to play small anymore. You deserve a place at the table. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be seen. And baby girl, it's time. I don't know what word that term is coming there. It's time to be It's time to let your light. It's time to let your light go. Because someone, somebody, something, right, in this world, reality, out there in the star system, wherever, wants that. Meaning, is that you're a reflection for somebody else, a mirror for somebody else, a portal for somebody else. So let yourself reveal yourself. This one last. And I love this that we end with this one. And look at that. It's a shape. It's the otter, and the number 42. Another 6 here, and it's in the shape of the heart. Love and otter spirit. You are not alone. You are not alone. We all have our own path. We all have our own medicine. We all have our own gift that we are here to impart for other people and other beings, living 4-legged, 2-legged, rocks, everything around us. And as much as we all have our own path, at the same time, we have our own. There's an interconnectedness to all of us, so you're not alone. We're all connected. Everybody's one domino and another domino. We are dancing with one another, so you're not alone. And I love that we end with this card. And with the you are never alone, and this heart energy is this. When we say follow your heart, is that feeling, that undeniable full body yes feeling. I call it a damn delicious feeling because it feels really delicious within my body. It feels very like a giant warm hug, and it feels very nourishing. It feels very alive, very fertile energy, and how that might show up for you might be a little different. And this is where for you to explore. So however that full body yes feels for you. For me, I communicate in a way where I want experiences and that full body yes to not only be drained or not well nourished, and if that's your flavors or your series of codes that you put together in your program, totally fine. So for me, my full body yes is, I call it a damn delicious feeling. It feels very nourishing. It feels very warm, like a heavy blanket, and it is alive, very grounded energy. And when I have those moments, this is where the next big question is like, can I just follow it? Can I trust it? And there are days when it feels like, alright, I can't fully trust it. It's more like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready. And that's okay too. If you feel like you're not ready to take that leap just yet, totally fine. Just sit. All I invite you, and like how I would do it in my own practice, is just, can I just sit for a moment longer? And I might find myself like a little kid who just energetically wants to move. But I'm like, all right, can I just sit? Can I simmer for a little bit longer? And as I do that, working that muscle and working that muscle, and the hamster on the wheel here, I'm working out that muscle. And then the next day, maybe, or even a few hours later, or a few minutes later, then it becomes, yeah, I'm ready to do it. So I think we can look at life and think that, it'll take years for something to happen, or we can look at life and say that maybe this whole transformation, this healing that happens, or this remembrance that happens, right? It could happen in a span of like an hour, or it can happen in 30 minutes. It could happen. So it's like the person that I am right now in this moment is not the same person as like 5 seconds ago, 1 second ago, an infinite amount of time ago. That every single moment is just a new moment. So with this infinite chances, right, that you can never, that if you can know that life is just so abundant, so rich with possibility, so rich of just things that we can use as a mirror to reflect and to remember ourselves or to come home. If we know that there's always a home to come home to, that we know that we'll always be held in love, what would you do differently? What would you create? So I'm coming back to there's the energy of like what I was talking about a little while before was like, are there moments when you're denying yourself something because you feel like you're not deserving of it? And if that's the case, can you sit with that a little bit longer to understand why you feel like you aren't deserving or worthy of being seen or worthy of being heard? Where in that story or those narratives are you retelling that it once served you, it once protected you and kept you safe, once from danger, and now it's a story that wants to be free. And it's a little spider. Wove it delicately. So with this month, this month of September, I feel like for an invitation here, and it's not like I don't know if I call this a collective reading per se. I would say it's just an energy. Like I'm walking this path with you. So this is the spread that's coming out for the cards that I have for the month of September. So my intention as I'm sharing all of these cards is a reflection for you as much as it is a reflection of me, and that I am walking this path with you. And this is part of my own path of remembrance. So whatever resonates with you, cool, great, use it, share it, do whatever with it. Or if it doesn't, then just simply let it fall away, because I truly believe that all of our paths are interconnected, and that what might be showing up in my reality could be something that's showing up in your reality, could be showing up in somebody across the ocean's reality, or in the ether somewhere reality, and that there's no coincidence when people come and hear a certain aspect of a certain message, or they come in, so they surf in into the slipstream whenever, and they go out whenever. There is no like hold or grievances or lack. Yeah. That is all for now. Actually, that's all that I have for now, and I will chat soon with you guys. So stay tuned, and I love you lots, and we will be connecting. All right, bye guys.